Hey guys, I'm Deepthi. Desikan. Today's video I'm going to be talking about 10 lipsticks appropriate for the winter time. Though I do like all of them, I do want to tell you guys like the positive and negative aspects of it. I just don't want to go on raving about only the positive aspects because then there's no point of this video. So I will be talking about each lipstick in the order of my preference. I will be discussing with you the color, the formula, how it stays on the lips, how it applies on the lips, and how it feels and all that, so that you can make an informed decision when you want to purchase any of these. Also, all these lip products are really affordable. They are priced at less than 1,000 rupees. The lipstick that I love the most and I've been reaching a lot for this time of the year is the Colourpop Matte X Lipstick in the shade Chateau. It's what I have on my lips today. I have paired it up with another lipstick which I will be talking about in a while. So the reason I like this a lot is because it's like a deep red with a lot of berry and brown undertones to it. So it looks amazing. It looks different on the lips. And I think it would flatter a lot of different skin tones, irrespective of if you're very pale, very fair to very deep skin tones can pull this one off. Now because it's super matte, it applies a little patchy and it gets a little weird towards the center of my lips. Like only towards the center of my lips, I have to reapply it like about 3 times to get the full pigmentation. But that's the only problem that I face with this one. But otherwise, the color, the formula and everything is amazing. This is like very matte, but it's not drying as the MAC's Retro Matte lipstick is. Like I do own some of the MAC Retro Matte lipsticks and that is very drying. This doesn't really dry out your lips all that much. You can exfoliate your lips well and probably moisturize your lips 10 minutes before you apply this because it's supposed to be super matte, and if you're going to put a lip balm and put this lipstick right on top of it, then it kind of kills the point of this lipstick and it doesn't even transfer all that much, and that's the reason I don't like to wear any lip balm underneath it, because it doesn't make it transfer proof. So this lasts for a really long time on my lips. It doesn't really fade away very quickly. But like I mentioned, only towards the center of my lips, I find myself reapplying it time and again. But other than that, it's really nice. And this is the shade that I've been wearing non-stop during this time. It kind of goes very well with this cold and amazing weather that's there. And this one is affordable as well. You can get this for $6 if you order from Colourpop. Colourpop recently came out with a lot of offers for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And I think until the end of this month, if you order above $50, the shipping is free. Or otherwise, you have to pay around $9. And if you want to buy it from India, I think you should check out Beauty Tales. They do stock up some of these. So my next go-to shade is this one by Faces. It's their Ultime Pro Matte Lip Crayon. This is in the shade Midnight Rose. So I did feature this in my top 5 red lipsticks as well. This is a very nice red shade with a lot of brown undertones to it. I think if you're very fair, it would look a lot more deeper than how it looks on me. And if you're somewhat darker than my complexion, I think it would show up a little bit of orange tints as well. And like I mentioned in my previous videos, I do have a very big soft corner for lip pencils. I don't know why. I feel like I get perfect control that I need when I use lip pencils like this one. So you can use this underneath lipsticks or just by itself. It's super pigmented. It lasts a really long time. It's an amazing shade. This is the kind of lip color for me that I can wear throughout the year, irrespective of the seasons. This lip crayon retails for 800 rupees, but you know what I'm going to tell? I bought this on sale for around 600 rupees. So the next favorite shade of mine is this L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in the shade Pure Garnet. Now this is again a deep red shade with a lot of berry undertones to it, and it looks so nice on every single person I've seen this. The formula of this one is not completely matte. It has a little bit of sheen to it, which I don't really mind. If you have any dry patches, then you have to make sure that you take care of that, because this would exaggerate it way beyond imagination, so you have to take care of that. But other than that, it's not very drying on the lips. It's an amazing shade, and this lipstick retails for around 800 rupees or something, but there's sale again all the time. So recently I saw that it was priced at around 600 rupees, so again, which is a very affordable option. So my fourth favorite is this Chambord Xtreme Wear Transfer Proof Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade 484. It's called Truffle Online. Now when you first apply this liquid lipstick, it looks like a warm brown that you would be pretty darn sure that you can wear this only during the summer times, because it looks so warm when you wear it. But when it settles down, you can't see a lot of grey undertones to this one. It looks a lot more cool when it settles down completely. With that being said, this liquid lipstick takes close to 3 to 4 minutes to dry down completely matte, and it does transfer a teeny tiny bit, not completely though. And even the texture of this one is not very runny. It's sort of a little bit thick, and probably that's the reason it takes a lot longer to dry. Because it's a liquid lipstick, I expected it to be very drying on my lips, but that was not the case with this one. It is a lot more comfortable on the lips than you would expect it to be, but it does dry down towards the center of my lips, which happens to me with probably any matte lipstick or any liquid lipstick, so I'm kind of used to that. And I think this is a really good option if you wanted to try some liquid lipstick that is easily available in India. They have wide variety of shades, so you can check this out. And this is priced at around 845 rupees, and I've never seen a sale on this one, so you have to, I think, buy it for the same price. But I would like to mention that with this shade, you can't wear just this and some kajal and just step out like that. You have to have like a full face of makeup when you want to wear this, because otherwise it looks really weird. I can't even explain how it looks. It kind of looks like charcoal on the lips. Your lips and your face, everything looks muted and dull. Only if you have a full face of makeup, this complements that well. So it kind of makes it high maintenance, which a lot of people would not probably prefer with this shade, like to wear it on a daily basis, because not everyone wears makeup on an everyday basis. So to take that extra step sometimes can be a hassle, and that's the reason it's featured number 4. Although I do really like this shade. So at number 5, I have this Rimmel Lasting Finish Lipstick by Kate Moss in the number 30. This lipstick smells amazing. It's like vanilla candy or something like that. And this has such an amazing texture when you apply it on your lips. It's kind of sticky, that makes it long lasting. And for that reason, it doesn't really get matte on your lips. It's kind of like a glossy, sticky formula. And that's the only reason this is at number 5. Because sometimes I do like these kind of formulas, but again, my mood changes and I want something more matte, so that's when I don't grab this at all. But when I want that kind of non-matte look and somewhat of a little bit of sheeny texture on my lips, I grab this one. But I can't always keep talking about what I like. I have to keep in mind a lot of people who don't like wearing matte lips all the time, and they do like a little bit of glossy lips. If you are that kind of person, you would really like this one. It applies really nice on the lip. You don't really have to worry about it drying your lips out. I do really like the shade. It's like a very nice berry shade, which is again perfect for this time of the year. And these lipsticks are so affordable. I think this is priced at 245 rupees, and they have like a wide variety of colors for you to select from. So you don't necessarily have to pick up like the number 30, although this is a very nice shade. So my pick number 6 is this NYX Full Throttle lipstick in the shade Nightcrawler. This is like a very dark purple shade that if there's no proper light, that it looks almost black on your lips. So when I first saw this, I was like, oh my god, it looks hideous on me. But the more I kept looking at myself, I really liked how it looks. So this is that kind of shade that it's not for everyone, it's not for the faint of heart, and it's not for every occasion. And a lot of people would not prefer wearing this irrespective of the occasion. But if you're someone who likes deep purple shades and you like to go for that goth, grungy look, then you can try this one on. So when you first apply this does apply very patchy. I think it's because it's such a dark purple shade that it applies like that. This formula is like a liquid lipstick compressed into a lipstick. It is somewhat similar to the Matte NYX Lipstick by Colourpop, but I feel this is a lot more matte than that is, and it doesn't even transfer like a lipstick. So that's what I'm trying to tell. It's like a liquid lipstick in a lipstick form. It's so weird. It stays on matte. It doesn't move anywhere. Only thing is that because this is a dark shade, it applies patchy, and this is priced at around 600 rupees. Again, very affordable. So at number 7, I have the Colourbar Velvet Matte Lipstick in the shade Addictive Magenta. I recently did a tutorial using this one. Now this again, though they say it's velvet matte, it's more like sheeny. It doesn't really get matte at all. Very comfortable on the lips. It doesn't really dry out your lips all that much. It stays for a decent amount of time as well. I've never had to reapply it like for every 1 hour or something like that. I had to probably reapply this like after a meal. This is a very nice shade, and you can probably wear this every single day and even to work because it's kind of subtle. So if you're someone who likes a little bit of sheen in your lipsticks, you can try this out. And these are very affordable again. This was priced at around 245 rupees the last time I checked. So at number 8, I have the Maybelline Colorshow Creamy Matte Lip Color in the shade Madly Magenta. This is a lot similar to the Colorbar one. This is a lot more pink, and the Colorbar one is a lot more purple. So the reason I'm featuring this in this video is because these Maybelline Colorshow lipsticks, at times it kind of takes me by surprise. They have an amazing formula. Even though this is like matte, it doesn't really dry out my lips, and it lasts on my lips for an incredible amount of time no matter what I eat or drink. But the only thing that puts this at number 8 is that it has like glitter particles. I don't know if it's just mine or what the problem is, because a lot of people talk about this and nobody's ever mentioned glitter in it. So that kind of takes me back from wearing this quite often. I do wear this but not as often as I would if there was no glitter in it. So comment down below and let me know if you've tried any of these creamy matte lipsticks and do you have the same problem that I do. But if it was not for that glitter, I'm pretty sure this would have featured number 3 or number 4 in my list. And the other reason it's actually at number 8 is because I'm not someone who wears a lot of subtle lip colors. I any day prefer like dark, deep shades over any subtle shades on me. But if you're someone who likes toned down subtle lip shades, then this might interest you if there's no shimmer particles to it. So at number 9, I have the L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in the shade Arabian Night. I know I mentioned this in my top 5 purple lipsticks. Back then, I hadn't tried a lot of purple lipsticks, so this was like, wow, it looks brown on the tube, but when it applies like dark purple with a little bit of brown, and I was like taken by surprise at how amazing this was. I've never seen anything in my life before which looked like this. But since I've been trying a lot more products and I've widened my horizons, kind of gained more knowledge about colors, formulas and different products, this one is not as good as I used to think it was, but I do really like the shade, but I don't really like this formula. It's an amazing purple berry shade. It is somewhat similar to the Nightcrawler lipstick by NYX. It applies very sheer on the lips, so it takes a lot of time for you to layer it on to make it completely opaque, whereas this one, as in when you apply it, you can see how opaque it is. Oh, and by the way, this is what I have paired with the Colourpop Lippie stick. So that's the only problem that I have with this one. So if you really wanted to try some purple shade but not as bold as the Nightcrawler lipstick, then try this one. But otherwise, I would probably tell you guys to skip this. This again retails for around 900 rupees or something, but it was on discount the last time I checked. So at number 10, I have the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Transylvania. Oh my god, it was so hard to get my hands on this. It was sold out all the time, and recently Nykaa restocked this one, so as soon as they restocked it, I bought it. Now these lip creams I've been raved about so much, but I can't talk about the other shades. I can just talk about this one in particular because this applies hella patchy. It applies so patchy that you have to take at least like 4 minutes of your time to just build this up, because it applies sheer and sheer and sheer, so it takes a lot of layering. And not just that, this is like a moussey formula. It applies a little bit clumpy as well. Like when you take this product on and put it on your lips, you can see clumps of the product, so you have to take the applicator and just work your way around for a really long time to get the opacity that you want, and it takes quite some time to settle down and turn a little matte. And it's not completely transfer proof, but it doesn't transfer all that much as well. With all that being mentioned, I do really like this shade. I think it's so appropriate for this time of the year. It's a very nice purple shade, but it's not as dark as this one is. Like this one looks a lot more black and this looks a lot more plummy. This again, you have to have like a full face of makeup to make this look good, just like the Chambord liquid lipstick. And this retails for 600 rupees, which again is a pretty decent price point. It sits really nice on the lips. It's very comfortable. And it's not like a liquid lipstick. If you are someone who suffers from dry, chapped lips, I think this would be a lot more comfortable on your lips than a liquid lipstick. I do have one honorable mention, that is the NYX matte lipstick. It's not about the shade I wanted to talk, but this one is in the shade Alabama. This is like a red shade with a little bit of orange and a little bit of like terracotta hint to it. The formula of this lipstick, it's like a matte lipstick I've never tried before. It's so comfortable. It's not like super matte like the MAC Ruby Woo, but it doesn't really have a prominent sheen like the Colourbar Velvet Matte Lipstick. It's like the perfect matte you would want, which doesn't dry your lips out, which doesn't flake it. I would recommend the formula of this one. And this was again very inexpensive as well. I don't really remember the price. I will mention it. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to mention. I know there were a lot of lipsticks, more than liquid lipsticks, but if you do want to see my favorite liquid lipsticks for this time of the year, do comment down below and I will make a video on that. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to tell you guys. I'm like so relaxed now. I got it out of my chest. So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. I'll see you in the next one. Stay blush.